Oh, by the way, I forgot to put in, after I went to Dyke and Spencerian Business College, I worked for the Academy of Medicine as a secretary.
Where
It's
was that?
right where Case Western Reserve is. There's a big building on the corner of Euclid Avenue, and I can't remember what that other street was. Right across the street from the, you know, that big.
Severance Hall?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes,
I think you showed me it once.
yes,
Hmm.
yeah. And then while I was working there, that's when I I became pregnant, and then I had like 2 miscarriages after that, and then Debbie came along, 1953,
Hmm.
and then Mark in 56, and Karen in 59. Karen's the only one that was born while we were in Shaker, and the other two we were still living in Mayfield Heights.
Yeah. Which one of those three gave you the most trouble? Who was the hardest to raise?
I would say as they got older, Karen. Of course, she was running around with a lot of Mark's friends too, and Debbie went to St. Dominic, so all 3 children did until Karen was in the 7th grade, and I decided to take her out and put her in Shaker. I thought she would get a better education there or whatever, and so that's what she did. And Mark, very good, but I had to keep my eye on him too. Debbie's the only one that didn't give me any problems at all. Mark was good, except my neighbor told me one time that she saw him smoking while he was walking down the street.
Which neighbor?
Ardell next door.
Oh, yeah.
But they're in high school and think they're cool. And then Karen caught smoking on the back porch of her bedroom. And so, they got punished. They were restricted from going out for a couple days or something like that. They turned out to be good kids.
Yeah. Did your parents smoke or anything?
No. Oh gosh, no.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I guess I was going to ask too what it was like going to college back then for a female, because I don't know if a lot of females went to school after high school.
See, this is a business college, so the atmosphere is really totally different than a college campus. You go and you're into one classroom downtown, but still downtown. I had to take the rapid, to get there, and it's all business. Typewriters and shorthand and all that stuff you're taught, and which I really enjoyed. I was really good with my shorthand, and from there like I said, I got the job at the Academy of Medicine because they were looking for a secretary, and so my school recommended for me to go for an interview there.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you think that helped you? Because you're pretty organized. Do you think that helped, or were you always that kind of person?
Yeah. And
even growing up in grade school?
Pardon me, honey?
What were you like in grade school? You were a good student?
I was not the top student. I was good, but I was very well liked because the nuns there, my father had his jewelry store across the street from the school, and they would take their broken watches or whatever there to be fixed, and of course he fixed them and never charged them anything for it. So we were well known in the Lithuanian community, and the nuns also spoke Lithuanian, because when I was just little, and I started at St. George's Catholic School. I was not speaking English, and that I was taught that in grade school.
Really?
Because we spoke Lithuanian at home and everything.
Both your parents were 100% Lithuanian?
Both my parents came from Lithuania, and my father learned English a lot sooner than my mother because he was in the jewelry business, and he had to learn. And of course they had a lot of Lithuanian customers, so my mother would help in the store, and we lived at that time behind the store. So I had my mother would walk me across the street to school.
I see.
But stayed till the 8th grade, and of course, like I say, I started at Shaker after I graduated from St. George's. World War II had just started, so my father found his home in Shaker in December of that year when we moved to Shaker. So I used to commute with my father to the store so I could finish my 8th grade at St. George's.
I see. And his store was always there. He never moved the store.
Yes, he did. At one point, he moved to East 185th and Neff Road in Euclid, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. And is that...
Because that was it now, like a Lithuanian community there. The church there, Catholic church there, was Lithuanian. So they had moved there, but we were still living in Shaker. And then when he retired, my younger brother Al took over the jewelry store. And my brother Ernie became a policeman, Cleveland policeman.
So how many brothers and sisters do you have? You have Ernie and Al.
My brother Ernie was the oldest, and then my brother Al was born a year later, and they were 25, and I was born in 29. And then my sister came 6 years after me, Bert, and she lives in Cincinnati, excuse me. You live in Columbus. Yeah.
What memories do you have of growing up with your brothers and sisters?
Fun. I used to hang around a lot with my brothers and their friends. You know, my mom would let me go with them, and we'd go like to dances and stuff like that, and they'd let me come in the car with them. I don't know why I ever did that. I'd have to sit in the car while they're at the bar, you know.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I knew a lot. Everybody knew each other really closely, and were good friends, which most of them are gone now.
And they liked Ernie when you brought Ernie around?
Pardon me?
Did they like Ernie when you brought him around?
Yeah, my brother Al went into the service too during World War II, by the way. After we moved to Shaker, then he had to go into the service, and he served time. I mean, he was in Germany, and that's when the war was just almost over.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My brother Ernie didn't get into the service for something, I don't know what they found on him or of health-wise or whatever, but he became a Cleveland policeman then.